start. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desa Dharane Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I'm reading from, again, Shri Chaitanya Mahabhakyam by Kavi Karnapur, kindly translated by His Holiness Bhanu Swami. Chapter 17. After dancing with his body shining with perspiration and red cloth, he shone like a golden mountain gushing with an attractive red mineral waterfall in front of Jagannath. Constantly seeing the form of Jagannath here and there on the road, did Gauranga make each of these forms into the Lord? After sporting in front of the chariot for a long time, Mahaprabhu entered an attractive grove, having trees with cool shade dear to Jagannath. The intensely beautiful grove was crowded with fresh jasmine, kunda, kada vira, yatika, nava malika, beautiful madhavi, bakula, young mango, and champak flowers. For a short time, a gentle breeze carrying the pleasant drops of water, embracing all the flowers, worshiped Mahaprabhu, removing all the drops of perspiration from his body. That golden form shone nicely as a forest devatas with desire gently fanned his body with chamaras made of fresh shirisa flowers and attractive new shoots at every moment. Thinking the universe should not be afflicted with the three unconquerable miseries, did the golden moon of Gauranga flood the universe with rivers of sweet effulgence from his sweet shining moon-like face? Some of Jagannath's servants, ornamented with the highest beauty, like an ocean of excellent rasa, came to see the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. The ocean of mercy, flooding the universe with flashing waves of bhava, gazed intensely at the three oceans of bhakti rasa with his lotus feet, sanatana, anupama, and rupa. Approaching Mahaprabhu, the three brothers of Anubhava, the brothers, with humble words, began to praise him extensively with verses recited by Brahma. Losing their fear, with tears flowing from their eyes, their hair standing on end, spontaneously with soft hearts situated near Mahaprabhu, they recited prayers again. Hearing their prayers, the Lord, the ocean of mercy, said, "Has Jagannath personally come here in secret and recited prayers?" With fear, they again recited prayers with more effort, for how can attraction, which has increased greatly in strength, become weakened? Though trying various means to stop their bold endeavors, he could not prevent their praises. At that time, he submerged them in great waves of intense bliss. If a Brahmana well versed in the four Vedas is not a devotee, he is not dear to me. But if a person, though born in a Chandala family, is a devotee, then he is very dear to me. Whatever offering that has been made must be made to him with proper faith. His remnants must be accepted by all, knowing him to be worthy of everyone's worship just as I am. Reciting this verse in a sweet voice, Mahaprabhu offered respects, falling on the ground like a stick. The three brothers, though having very mature minds, became frightened by this display of madness arising from strong bhakti. When Mahaprabhu repeatedly uttered the sweet joy, "Speak, speak," they saw his pleasing, excellent form, shining like the rays of 100 bright moons. Gaurachandra, filled with intense desire, showing twice as much sweetness, constantly uttered, "Speak, speak." He bathed the whole earth in the moonlight of his smile. Giving up recitation of Brahma's prayers, the three brothers took grass in their teeth and, pulling their clothing up to their throats, eagerly began reciting other verses. Decorated with tears, they recited verses spoken by the gopis, which were sympathetic to their own mood and able to bestow what they desired. They drowned in an ocean of happiness. Hearing the sweet nectar of the verses recited in humble voices, Mahaprabhu with desire said repeatedly, "Quickly, bring the Mahaprasadam." With tears washing their bodies in an extreme condition, they fell on the ground near the Lord's lotus feet. The Lord, who is affectionate to his devotees, with his moon-like face shining sweetly, giving them Mahaprasadam from 3 beautiful pots named Gasa, shone brightly. With hearts joyful and restless upon seeing the Lord's beauty as they had desired, with tears and hair standing on end, with great good fortune the three brothers left. The ocean of bliss, desiring to dance, then began dancing intensely and sweetly with the devotees. Full of prema, the Lord, beautiful with his sweet effulgence, joyfully spread pastimes constantly with Vakreshwar, moon among the Brahmins. Sometimes the beautiful Lord embraced Vakreshwar and joyfully kissed him. Sometimes, stepping with sweet, attractive lotus feet, he shone. Spreading beauty all around, he embraced him many times, and sometimes sang sweet songs, illuminating all places instantly with his smiling beauty. Dancing with rasa and determination along with Vakreshwar, the ocean of rasa placed his lotus feet everywhere. Pleasing his Lord with the joyful rasa of songs, Vasudeva, sweeter than the pleasant grove, sang a gentle song in solo. Singing alone with a sweet voice, a most excellent sweet song, how could the Lord, full of rasa, not experience ecstasy? While sweet Vasudeva, the doctor, sang sweetly, the Lord, his body shining sweetly with bhava, eagerly danced with uncontrolled limbs. With profuse tears, hairs on end, and with intensely sweet limbs, with paralysis, perspiration, and laughing, the dancing Lord remained incessantly victorious. As he danced, the Lord of sweet beauty covered the sky with the beauty of his face, conquered Meru with the beauty of his limbs, and derided the lotus with his lotus feet. Though the song was filled with great rasa, some parts did not evoke intense bhava in a graceful way. However, Mahaprabhu perceived it with double the bhava since his dear devotee had sung it. Manifesting the 8 sattvika bhavas in his limbs simultaneously with uncontrolled body, he danced with zeal, producing great sweetness for the singer. A sweet moon which arose in the womb of Sachi, his body displaying the rasa of attractive dancing, spread intense beauty throughout the grove. When anyone sees the Lord, his heart instantly becomes minuscule, unable to hold the experience, but his eyes stop blinking and become huge. The Lord, experiencing the rasa of dancing with Vasudeva in this way, sporting everywhere, came to the bank of the lake. The lake worshipped the Lord by having the wind bathe him with lotus pollen, which turned bees pale and with drops of water from the lake. The sweet-faced Lord relaxed on the cool, pleasant bank, endowed with extensive shade. Who does not experience joy from a beautiful object? As the most merciful Lord sat comfortably there, some devotees, their bodies flooded in an ocean of good fortune, gathered there, anxious to see his lotus feet. Among them, one most fortunate soul named Krishnadas, attractive to the whole world, surrendered to the lotus feet of Nityananda, became blissful on seeing Gauranga. Seeing the Lord's sweet, moon-like face, covered with perspiration from passionate dancing, the best of the Brahmins thought the Lord should take a bath. From somewhere, Krishnadas obtained pots, and with tears covering his body and hair standing on end, and with thirst he sprinkled water from the small pond on the Lord's head. With great speed, Krishnadas brought 100 pots and bathed the Lord. Advaita came at that time and shone in front of the Lord's face. Seeing him, the merciful golden moon with attractive body took Advaita's hand in his hand and brought him close for enjoying the bath. Thus Advaita sat with the Lord for bathing. He also sprinkled Gaurachandra plentifully with pure water. He sprinkled the Lord with huge amounts of water out of great longing. He also bathed himself with his own tears. How astonishing are the actions of Gaurachandra. The great devotee Govinda, full of bliss, holding fresh clothing, came to the Lord. The Lord accepted the clothing along with his waistband. After dressing, the Lord, joking and smiling pleasantly, ate Mahaprasadam with the devotees at that place. In the beauty of the grove, the Lord, endowed with the most attractive activities, with great desire became happy in his mind with each creeper and tree. Again he came near the chariot, and seeing Jagannath, attractive with unlimited pastimes, put the chariot behind him, met with the devotee, and stood victorious, radiating the highest effulgence, sometimes clapping his hands and continually saying, Jai, 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 Jai. He walked on the road of the chariot and sang confidential songs. Holding the chariot rope, Gauranga, with his lotus hands, with blossoming eyes, with intense joy, shone brightly while bending his body. Gauranga, his hair standing on end, shining like multiple flashes of lightning, holding the chariot rope with great jubilation, while singers glorified the Lord's pastimes, shone brightly. The chief chariot of the moon of Nilachala, touching the sun with its flag attached to the top of the canopy, spread bliss to everyone in the world. Looking on the road, the most merciful Gauranga, whose every action was filled with joy, who danced intensely at all times, drank the movement of the beautiful chariot, most astonishing in the three worlds, with his two eyes. When the sun, having eradicated darkness in the three worlds completely, reached the forest on Sunset Mountain to take rest, the chariot of Jagannath stopped at that time, but it seemed that the enthusiasm of the people did not. Arriving at his destination, Jagannath threw the devotees present there into an ocean of happiness as he made steps by walking on the path with his feet, using pillows to his house while he attracted the evening. Entering the palace and living in that place, the merciful moon of Nilachala, whose every action was a pastime, attractive with various types of beauty, eating food filled with many tastes, shone brightly. Lotus-eyed Gauranga arrived there at night, and with tears flowing saw lotus-faced Jagannath, the golden moon of unlimited activities, standing with Govinda, shone while his hair stood on end. Thus, having seen and tasted the rasa at the Gundicha festival, Ratha Yatra, he spent the day happily in singing and dancing. The sweet son of Sachi, attractive with excellent bliss, enchanted the hearts of all people with the highest bliss. Seeing Jagannath, beautiful with the best ornaments and shining dress, shining in all his limbs with the best garlands, endowed with the festival of bliss, streaming forth with the greatest force, all the people gave their hearts to him. When the people looked at Jagannath with full strength, the son of Sachi appeared in their minds, as if he were painted in their hearts. If they looked at Gauranga, whose attractive activities were amazing, suddenly, for some reason, they became stunned with bewilderment for a long time. At Rath Yatra in Puri, Mahaprabhu enjoyed pastimes with the devotees every year, singing with enthusiasm the qualities of the Lord, and with joy beholding Lord Jagannath. Who can describe his joyful pastimes of dancing? No one, not even Brahma, has the power to do that. That's the end of chapter 17 of this wonderful book.